world, what's the deal? It's your boy Original back with another one for y'all. Check this out. Today on my channel, we about to react to this video by Praveen Mohan. Was Angkor Wat built a million years ago? Now, if you don't know what Angkor Wat is, it's an ancient structure, right? It's an ancient spiritual site built. We don't know how this shit was built. To me, it literally looked like a 3D printing. Now, I'm about to show y'all this video. I'm about to show y'all this page and expose y'all to this information. What y'all gotta know about this archaeologist I'm about to expose y'all to is that he is getting banned everywhere because his information is so accurate and so new, right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm interested in ancient civilization, how this shit started for real. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding, what they don't tell us, right? That's why when I start my videos, I say it's the original, right? Because I believe, I'm an original man on this earth, and I like, knowing about all the original civilizations. So, on this video, we're about to check out a place called Angkor Wat. You probably never even heard of this site, probably never even saw it if you're not into like Indian culture, or like if you haven't been interested in like just understanding the Hindus and the, all of the information you can learn from them. So yeah, we about to hop straight into this reaction. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for your boy. I'm out.
At T-Mobile, we believe you should get more. That's why we merged with Sprint. Now, it's about to get even.
Hey guys, today let's take a look at this ancient carving in Angkor Wat temple that changes everything we know about Angkor Wat. Here you can see a figure riding an elephant. But look, this elephant has 4 tusks. You can see 2 tusks on the left side and 2 tusks on the right. This is crazy because we don't have elephants with 4 tusks today, but 4-tusked elephants.
Nah, the fact this wall is big as hell, bro. If you see how this shit is carved in there, it literally looked like it was pressed. It looked like it was heat pressed into the rock, bro. It don't look like they was chiseling it. It looked like this shit was just pressed into the rock, bro. It looked crazy to me.
Actually existed a long time ago. Experts say these 4-tusked elephants became extinct about 2 million years ago.
Damn.
And archaeologists say that Angkor Wat.
See, look at this. Now look at Angkor Wat. If you all ever see how anything is 3D printed, right? If you ever see how anything is 3D printed, you will understand the layer. This shit look 3D printed, bro. And y'all probably saying, why is you saying this is 3D printed? This was built back in the Stone Age or some goofy shit. You probably think that he about to break this. This shit is 2 million years, a million years old, bro. This shit is advanced, bro. Ancient, advanced civilizations, bro.
Was built just 900 years ago. If both these are true, how could the sculptors living 900 years ago carve an animal that vanished 2 million years ago? Think about it. If you're a sculptor carving this scene, you would have
look at the
observed
detail
the animal with your own eyes before starting to carve. This is the standard procedure even today, so you can create an accurate.
And this is why people be wanting my boy Privy silenced, because he is rewriting history. They saying that this was made 900 years ago, when that elephant that's carved in stone, right? That motherfucker is carved, pressed, heat pressed in stone, right? That elephant was extinct over 2 million years ago. How was somebody living 900 years ago be aware of something that's 2 million years old, right? It's 2 million years old without some type of intergalactical connect? Y'all not hearing me.
Carving of its size and the corresponding size of human riding it and all its features. But how did the sculptor who lived 900 years ago see and observe an animal that became extinct 2 million years before he lived? Some people who believe in strict models of evolution will obviously be flustered by this carving and dismiss it as mere imagination or a mere exaggeration by the sculptor. But believe it or not, a four-tusked elephant fossil has been found in this.
See, this is what I love about my boy Preview. You know what I'm saying? He pull up the evidence. You know what I'm saying? He got the receipts. He showing you the motherfucking skeleton of this, extinct creature. It really lived on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is like a lot of skeletal remains. Like when you hear like, oh, it was these 8-foot creatures. Like a lot of that shit was found in India. Like pay attention, India, Africa. Pay attention, man.
Same ancient kingdom. In today's map, this fossil is found in Sulawesi of Indonesia. But during ancient times,
the fossil was found in Indonesia.
Belonged to the same Hindu kingdom, which included Cambodia and Indonesia. This four-tusked elephant has been dated to 2 million years old, which confirms two things. One, such a species actually existed in the same region where Angkor Wat Temple is located.
See?
Two, these bones are actually 2 million years old. And this is mind-boggling because according to mainstream theory, humans did not even exist 2 million years ago.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Everything they told us is a lie. Everything they told us is a lie. This why I don't look at religion no more. I don't look at no man-made shit. Nothing named Peter, Paul, Adam. No. When you look at these walls, you see events, you see characters, you see symbols. They wasn't writing in English. All of this shit was broken down, translated, and fed to us in a way, which we could be controlled. Because if we know, the aliens real, that shit, the technology, all that shit, is integrated with us in some way, and they know that shit, but, they don't want us to realize that shit because it'll, one, give certain people too much power, certain individuals too much power, and it'll, one, take them out of power. And take all of the, religion is a big part of this shit, bro. So that's the reason why people don't even look at stuff like this. They consider it like fake or, if it ain't the 12 white niggas that was at the dinner table on this painting, it wasn't real. So it's like, pay attention, bro. Just pay attention.
There were no Homo sapiens at that time. Only other apes with primitive brains existed. So why do we see a carving that shows humans and these prehistoric animals together? Is it possible that Angkor Wat was not built 900 years ago, but built much earlier in time? Before we go into that, let me show you another strange carving. This pillar is full of micro carvings of various animals.
Look at that, bro.
You can see,
like, do y'all understand? Like, y'all should look up, like, engraving, like how they engrave jewelry, right? To get an understanding of, like, the level, like what it takes to make some, like, you might just see this shit and then be like, okay, it's just, some little design on stone. But to understand like how they are creating this, you gotta look up like laser engraving, like in jewelry, like how they create jewelry and like the technology. They gotta use computer scans, then they gotta use lasers and lights to cut shit, bro. It's crazy. So I think it was some real advanced ancient technology that obviously our government and everybody, they know about this shit. They was the first ones to excavate it. They control the information for the longest before We had the iPhone. The iPhone only came out in 2007. So, right, from 2007, we just been learning all this new information. But before that, generations and generations, it been like go to the library, and a lot of people don't even read. So a lot of people not wasn't even able to get or don't even know about half of this information. You know what I'm saying? We only know the church. That's all people know. They'll tell you that Bible back and forth, but it's shit that's way older. It's shit that's like that's more valid. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, like it's set in stone, bro. Like hey, we gonna keep going.
Strange animal. We can clearly see that it does not resemble any animal that exists today. It has a flat snout, strong short legs, and a long pointed tail. This animal is almost identical to another extinct animal called hyenodon. The hyenodon not only had a flat snout and a long pointed tail, it even had stripes on its body. Look at the carving. Even though the entire carving is only 1 inch long, the sculptor has
Damn.
put stripes on its body. There's no doubt that this is a hyenodon. However, these animals also became extinct millions of years ago. Why do we find prehistoric animals carved in Angkor Wat? If historians are accurate, how could the sculptors who lived 900 years ago have accurately seen these animals which became extinct millions of years ago,
Right.
and carved them accurately with all their features? There are only two possibilities, unless you believe that ancient Hindus were time travelers. The first option is these animals did not become extinct until 900 years ago and were roaming freely alongside human beings. Imagine
Right.
four-tusked elephants and hyenodons. The largest ones were 10 feet long, roaming around 900 years ago. If you accept this option, we have to completely revamp the current theory of animal evolution, because these animals became extinct and slightly different animals came and went, and we have to change a huge chart called evolutionary tree. The second option is that these animals did become extinct millions of years ago, but human beings also existed millions of years ago. This means that human beings did not evolve from great apes a few 100,000 years ago. And we can simply accept that we have not found the fossil remains of ancient human
Bro,
beings.
they really, bro, they really think we came from apes, bro. They really think we came from apes. I think I need to do the reactions of the Kemet New Tour, right? The Kemet New Tour is it's a temple in ancient Egypt, right? Down the Nile River, right? It's called the Temple of Hathor, right? This is the English representation, the Temple of Hathor. That's what they call it. In this temple, it literally shows them crafting a human. The thing about Egypt was so crazy is this shows the giants was walking this bitch, like black giants. Because you will see a depiction of a taller person, then you see a smaller person right next to this tall ass. Like they didn't do that shit by mistake. You know what I'm saying? They did it on purpose. So it's this image of this tall woman, this tall man, and they both sitting on a throne, and they making little humans. Like they literally making little humans, bro. It, hey, y'all, like we was made in their image, right? We was made in the image. We not no fucking monkeys, and it's just funny how it just say the Africanus, right? I'm just breaking this little screenshot I just stopped. The Africanus, right? It then like the propaganda behind like black people being monkeys and shit. So it's just
This also changes the evolutionary tree, but it keeps everything else intact and changes only the tiny branch called humans. Did humans really evolve from great apes?
No.
How solid is this theory? According to mainstream scientists, Homo sapiens evolved from other species just 200,000 years ago. They have plenty of fossil records to support this theory. But if you ask the question, why couldn't Homo sapiens be living 500,000 years ago? One of the main reasons given is the lack of fossil evidence. Now, ask yourself this important question. Does absence of evidence mean evidence of absence? And it's a good question to ask. Some argue that if human beings lived 500,000 years ago, then scientists should have found fossils pertaining to that same timeline. But the earth is so large that we could still find more.
Bro, is y'all watching this little face transformation on screen, bro? Like how they tried to blend a white nigga. Bro, stop playing with me, bro.
Evidences that human beings were prevalent more than 200,000 years ago. In fact, this theory that Homo sapiens are 200,000 years old has been proven wrong after recent findings. Now they've found fragments of human skull and bones in Morocco, and they've dated this to about 315,000 years, confirming that our species is a lot older than the initial estimate. What's more interesting, they found stone tools with these remains, confirming that humans were using tools even 315,000 years ago. So just like that, human existence on the planet gained 115,000 more years. That's more than 50% the initial estimate, okay? So it is better to keep an open mind that human beings are perhaps much older creatures. I mean, how do we know that we will not discover fossils of Homo sapiens?
Look at this big ass motherfucker. Look at this.
The earth is so vast that we could find it in the future, and maybe human beings are much older creatures. And a similar problem is being faced by archaeologists and historians as well. They had always maintained that human beings only started building big stone structures and made carvings in the last 5,000 years. But recent dating in the ancient ruin of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey has shattered all these theories. They found amazing carvings and brilliant stone structures created 12,000 years ago. Archaeologists have sheepishly confirmed that these carvings you see are from 10,000 BC. So now historians and archaeologists have admitted that human beings were quite civilized even 12,000 years ago, doubling the initial estimate. Now, they've even accepted that human beings understood complex subjects like geometry 12,000 years ago. These new findings lead to a very important question. Is Angkor Wat Temple really 900 years old? Or was it built much earlier in time? Is it possible that Angkor Wat was actually built by a much superior civilization that existed many thousand years ago? This is not only on my mind, but many historians have wondered about this. Why? Because Angkor Wat is much more.
Look at the just positioning the. It's like every side is an exact mirror, and the angles are perfect, bro. Like there's no like defects in its architecture.
Much larger than temples, while other Hindu temples in Cambodia are
Look at
dedicated
Unk
to
and
Shiva.
there. It was some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That's an original statue. You know, it was some shit going on back in the day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shiva. Angkor Wat is dedicated to Vishnu, while all other temples are built facing east. Angkor Wat is the only temple built.
Look at that. Look at like the fucking precision. Bro, like how? You know what I'm saying? Like to make this in today's time, what I want y'all to understand is like you need what's called a CAD. A CAD meaning a computer assisted design, right? Where you graph all the shit out on the computer and you know exactly how to cut it and you using machines and all type of shit. Bro, they had some advanced technology. Just look at that. Like, if you can't see the consistency, you know, of that, and I don't know. Maybe you don't like architecture or something, but this is deep to me.
Facing west. If Angkor Wat was in fact built 900 years ago, why didn't the immediate generations build larger and grander structures?
See, that's how you know something old, for real. Look.
Was
right
in
here.
fact built 900
I'm about to
years
show you.
ago, why didn't the immediate generations build larger?
Right here. This how you know something is millions of years old, right? The fact that the two trees grew and they busting out the ground like the roots are busting out the ground, bro. This is a very ancient structure, right? These trees is giving it away. Y'all need to check the age of these trees by the root. You know what I'm saying? Because it's literally been formed around the rock. Like, you know how long it took? It had to bust through the rock, man. That's deep.
And grander structures. It's humanly impossible to build such a large temple within a span of just 37 years. More importantly, why do we see prehistoric extinct animals carved on the walls of the temple? Perhaps Angkor Wat was built much earlier in time by very advanced ancient builders. I have shown you my findings in Angkor Wat, but now it's your turn to tell me what's going on here. Did these animals roam our planet until 900 years ago? Did human beings exist 2 million years ago? Were the sculptors time travelers who could go to the past, observe the prehistoric animals, and come back and carve them? Were they spiritually gifted who could look into the past? No matter what your conclusion is, one thing is very clear. What we hear from historians and archaeologists is not a full picture.
Right.
There are lots of missing pieces in this giant jigsaw puzzle.
Now, we're going to end it right there. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I was saying earlier, everything, we haven't been taught the whole story. Right? We haven't been taught the whole story. It's up to us. Now that we have the internet, we got to put all the little pieces together. Now, y'all can continue to believe in Santa Claus if you want. With me, I just feel like, you know, when you leave this earth, you don't leave with nothing but your memories, nothing but your experience, nothing but your knowledge. And I believe our ancestors used this time on earth to prepare for the transition. So, with that being said, my time on earth is going to be spent enlightening myself, knowing the truth. I don't want to be following falsehood. I don't want to be believing in man. I want to look at, you know, the ancient religion, the stuff that was left in stone. You know what I'm saying? It's this quote, it go around and it be like, nothing set in stone. And I think they told us that lie, so we don't look at ancient structures and look at this architecture. And like when you understand how big Angkor Wat is, it's like it's massive. Like it ain't this is not no little ass structure. Like this shit is one of the biggest religious sites in the world, like bigger than any religious site you can name. Like this motherfucker is huge. And they saying it was built in 30 years. But the architecture is too perfect for me. Like I don't know how long it took to build this. But I know some very advanced technology was used. And like he was saying, like these people was spiritually blessed. I think back then the veil was a little more open, meaning between this physical world and that spiritual world, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta know. Like you got a spiritual world, man. Like if you ever controlled your dream in any aspect or ever even seen a dream, you gotta understand that is a different dimension. That is an alternate reality. You know what I'm saying? Like our body is just a vehicle. It's a spirit that houses that's eternal. That lives in multiple dimensions. Sound crazy. They ain't teach us this shit in school. And you probably never even expect to hear something like that coming from a nigga like me. But I just understand the truth, and a nigga ain't about to play me with, the same okie doke story they giving everybody, man. Like I know we was stripped away from our truth. You know what I'm saying? And we was captured. You know what I'm saying? We was colonized. And this information, it was illegal. It was literally illegal for us to even learn and read and write before. So, this not known. Like niggas don't know this. So this something that I'm sharing with my YouTube audience, but this is not something I'll just be sharing with people. You know what I'm saying? This between me and y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just how I be thinking, because this world, this matrix, I know a lot of people control, but I ain't gonna be one of them. I'm gonna know the truth. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Angkor Wat, was it built 1,000,000 years ago? Yes. Got a fucking extinct dinosaur. Got all type of extinct shit. And this just one part. Like I didn't even show y'all all of it. It'd be too long. I know this video long already, but this is y'all gotta look up my boy, man. Preview Mohan. 940,000 subscribers, man. 940,000 on YouTube. About to hit 1,000,000, man. Been rocking with him since about 100K on everything. So blowing up out here. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Yon World. I'm out. Peace.